Behold! I have seen transitions now. To find credits for and a chat box for this room in particular because it was a bit I didn't really how I've got the game set up layout. The chat box is like a full-on fancy chat box. Is a bit kind of there. It's a bit too large to have on the game screen as well. Maybe if I might use a fancier chat box for the gaming scenes when if I redo my overlay a bit. But yes, I have my hello. I have scene transitions as I didn't do some free scene transitions. I did a little digging around to find all the credits. All the credits can be found in my about page as usual. So I've got added both the credits for the scene transitions and the chat box. But yes, thank you, and welcome everyone to another lovely Sunday. How good to see you, Daku and Kaden. How's been just a nice, relaxing Sunday by the looks of things? Thank you. It's a fairly simple thing that I just hold in from just holding out. As I said, I'm terrible with names, so I can't actually. I sadly cannot remember who to check. I can just check on my. I can just go to my about page myself and check actually. So it was by Zatri, the chat bubbles, and the scene transition stinger was done by Mayra. And yeah, this I've shown this. I think I've shown this background off before. It's just the it came with the model. You can see the ceramic bunny watermark down there. But yes, just thought I'd sit around and have a little chat. Been having things a bit weird over in the old United of Kingdoms as the big news is happening, but otherwise I'm not stuff that affects me mostly. But I'll continue to stream as usual. But yeah, other than that, always good to have a nice relaxing Sunday. I do stream on the Sunday evenings, but it's my chill gaming stream time, so it's nice and relaxed. It's a chill game that I totally never get stressed about Shadowverse. Totally never happens. Absolutely never. If you see me getting salty or stressed, then you're mad and you're crazy. But yeah, you got me. I did have a cookie that I was planning to like eat throughout the stream, but I ended up eating all of it almost instantly. I'm really bad at like slowly eating food. I'm just one of those people who's just like, I've got food, I will inhale it instantly. And then sometimes this makes me feel really ill afterwards, especially if it's like, a bag of sweets, and then I eat the entire like bag of sugary sweets, and then I'm just like, why did I do that? But yes, exciting times in Shadowverse Landers. There's the next set should be revealed sometime tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. I think is when the like mean, I've been playing a lot more PvP stuff than I usually, because I play Shadowverse usually, but I've also been playing a lot of Splatoon 3, and a new game that came out that I've played a little bit of and found really good is Omega Strikers, which is a like elevator pitch is like a MOBA game, but you're playing air hockey in 3v3 teams. Really neat. I might stream it sometimes. I might put it in one of my streams this week. It's fun, but it's very early. It's not got a lot of characters mainly. It's the thing, but it is neat. What else? Nothing much else going on. Trying to catch up on all the bloody kept being like busy doing something else when all of the Hollow ID 3D lives 3D showcases were happening. Yeah, kind of like Rocket League. If Rocket League, but instead of cards, you were League of Legends characters, and you were playing air hockey instead of weird car football, because the ball physics, puck physics is entirely two-dimensional, and it's very air hockey physics. It like glides around like that. So it's got I could say there's probably a little bit of air jammers in there as well. But yeah, I might show it off later in the week. But that's what I've been playing a bit today, basically rotating between that, Splatoon 3, and Final Fantasy 14 as usual. But yeah, I realised I could probably make this a bit easier to keep my view centered by whilst I'm chatting, moving OBS to my main monitor, rather than having it on my side monitor, so I'm not constantly looking off into the side whilst talking in this room. But yes. So the current is, I think. Well, I've run out of things to say, so unless there's anything anyone wants to talk about in chat, I'm going to move over to. You can move over to the game stream, and you can see my lovely stinger I've got. Also, I realize my mouth is not moving much, but that's better. Yeah, I think the my microphone was in the way. Whoops. Mouth tracking's on this always been a bit weird. I've been constantly trying to make it work better, but alas. Some things just don't work better, I think. Let's just adjust that just a little. There we go. Better. Got a better view of my face now. Okay. Is it all move my mic a bit so is all mic sounds okay? All good. Let us shift. I do realize, of course, I might need to use a different sub goal thingy for the for this screen, because I could not get the one I've got to look nice on this. It just does not work on the white background. I might just use a more basic one. Has been really. This one looks nice, but it's very fiddly to get working. Yes, let us move over. Shove OBS over there and click that. And then. Zoop. Yeah, mouths are always the hardest part of a model rigging, I think. Eyes surprisingly easy, but mouths. Yeah, bit of a problem. Yes. I've even gone through all the effort of hotkeying VTube Studio position, so I don't have to keep going into it and dragging myself around. But, it's time to get into the usual Shadowverse. And I haven't done... Of course, it does just have to reconnect. Doesn't like me staying on the title screen too long. I've actually only done one match of Take Two Tactics, and it went really well because I took the Amulet deck and got 4 Jaitalents and a bunch of all the like 1-cost amulets. So it was a bit one-sided, a bit nuts. So if I get the amulet variant, I'll do it again. But for anyone watching who doesn't know Shadowverse, this is a kind of like a rare, not too frequent event they do called the Tactician's Cup. Like they do these Grand Prix events of like that are sometimes that they'll have like different variants rather than just playing in like rotation or unlimited. And this one is called Take Two Tactics, which is where rather than picking a specific class, you pick an archetype that's got a specific card, that's got a card pool built around a theme. So if we pick it uses the Shadowcraft leader, but it's the but the deck has like Swordcraft, Dragoncraft, Shadowcraft, Bloodcraft, Havencraft, and Portalcraft cards in it. And that's like, so that'll all be cards pulling around the last words effects and trying to pull it in there. Same with the Bloodcraft deck that's all evolve synergies and actually has all the classes in it, but again, it's the pool is about the same amount of cards for each archetype. And then there's tokens. I think I will go with the token because that's a fairly simple and easy deck to build. And since we've only got like I've only got until the daily reset to do this, I think I'd rather go for a deck that's probably like twins. I've already gotten, like I said, I did one round and I got I'm pretty sure I went 5. I think I went 5-0 with very British of me to say. I was raised on football despite not being interested in saying 5-0 instead of 5-0. Yeah, I played the Amulet archetype and just got a really good draft. And I think the Amulet archetype has a lot of traps, like cards that are kind of pretty bad take. Like, I don't think Ruin Web or God of Curses are particularly good in it. But then I've never thought God of Curses was particularly good. I haven't thought God of Curses was a good card in a while. Ruin Web is a good card, but it's kind of like... It's a kind of an iffy thing to take when you could take many other cards that actually kill your opponent rather than just delay things. And I ended up like with a Amulet deck that was basically just burn the opponent down with This was the end of your relationship. Well, thankfully, if you get the right deck, you don't need to think too hard about it. So, like, I'm going with the token deck because should be fairly simple to play. So, we probably... Orcus and Courtmaster is a tempting pick, but we probably want Ruler 9 Musketeers Val because those cards just do so much. Yeah, well, I don't actually know what the dragon archetype is, but when I played against it, they just kind of died horribly. Was it? Oh, it's like Ramp and Phoenix Roost, isn't it? So it's just all the big cards, but you need to have the cards to discount your big cards. And turns out when you have Phoenix Roost in play, if your opponent gets 2 discounted Jaitalents that are active, they can just play 2 Jaitalents in one turn on turn 8 and blow you the hell up. But yeah, okay, so this is a pretty... We would like to pick up on Orcus at some point, because that's pretty good storm damage, but Ruler 9 Musketeers is just so much better value. Blazing Lion Admiral. Like, to kind of take advantage of that, we need to make sure we get the Storm to go with it. So it is tempting to take now, but I think it might be a bit of a risk. Whereas, Aina is a fairly good, solid standalone card, just gets you a fairly durable token and a spell that kind of like you'll probably, I don't know what yeah, if you don't draft and then draw a bunch of ramp, that's always Dragoncraft in any kind of Take Two format. You need to draw the ramp to be able to actually work, and so it's always going to be a bit iffy. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Aina and Krampus pick here, just because it's a more solid. Again, it's a more solid. Krampus is very handy, mostly for the accelerate, but since we should be getting like loads of puppets and stuff to burn with it. But it's also just not a bad body to have unless it's like screwing over your reanimates. Like Soul Conversion's also not bad for drawing cards, but I think Aina works best. Because like the Fleeting Joy is mostly just a way to avoid dying, really. Or just generate an additional shadow. Probably like Guilt is good for some card draw, but Nat Knot is just again another useful solo card, but then again, Anisage does kill things, so and your opponents. So, this one's tough. This one's tough. Like, I do want to be able to kill the opponent, but I do also want to. Like, Nat Knot can backfire a little. Deathcath Reaper is also just very good. I think I'm gonna go for Deathcat Nat Knot. Ooh, there's probably... Pumpkin's a nice card to have, but then Licton and Aina are probably higher value. Geno could be very good though. I think I'm gonna go with Bumpkin and Geno, because if I get like... It's very likely I'll get a lot of puppet cards, and Geno plus puppets is actually kind of insane. Because you can just bump him up. If there's something for the Yo to run the puppets into, you can just bump him up really fast. And Bumpkin Recruit's just a nice card to have. So there, we probably Penguin and Auspicious. Auspicious is just really good. Our Name to Determination is card draw and Evo point recovery, which is also really good. But Inauspicious is just... Puppeteer is just better than Tinkering, I think. And it's just more puppets and bodies overall. And Penguin is almost certainly likely to be Rally 5 really fast. Makes it really good. Ooh. Almost definitely the Flower Doll and Monochrome endgame. Advent of Peace is nice for removal and can be kind of nasty if you get to that 20 followers, but still, it's a bit too late, whilst Monochrome and Blossoming just helps our game plan a lot faster. And helps us run over things earlier. That's new Kakamitsu, because I know old Kakamitsu is also in the pool. And yeah, that's probably an easy pick. Again, we get Offered Orcus, but we really should get Rule of Nine Musketeers. Although Necro Impulse is also really good for just killing people. Because that can be just 8 damage. Well, frequently will be just 8 damage. Norks is also a lot of damage. But Rule of Nine Musketeers is just so useful and versatile that I think we kind of have to. Okay, here's... Ooh, shooting... I think we have to take shooting since we've got 2 Rule of Nines now. That's like, because that gives them... That will give him Storm when he's not blowing himself up. And Cat Admiral's just really good. Very good Evo target. Aurelia, also very good, but I think Shooting Doji is probably much better. Stroke of Conviction, again, could also be decent. But I think since we've taken 2 Rule and Eyes already... Ooh, Sarah or... I think we take the Nightmare Devourer and Tinkering Shotgun, one, because we need a few more puppets. And also, Nightmare Devourer does... We don't really have that many Necromancy users. And Nightmare Devourer basically does a very similar thing to Sarah of filling a board whilst, and, like, preserving our life whilst also, not using an Evo point, which can be quite valuable. Dual Swords is pretty handy, though. It gives us a bit more reach, but I think the Nightmare Devourer... this is what we've got so far. So we've got 2 Rule and Eyes and a Penguin Guardian, so we took the Shootin' Doji because it just makes sense at that point, really. So we've got a lot of combo potential with like Rule and Eye and Geno and Shootin' and all that good stuff. So we've got a decent amount of damage in so far. No, and we got 2 Musketeers. But Rule and Eye and Musketeers Vow as like a pair twice, which was really, really fortunate. Would be good to probably get... Haven't seen Golden Warrior yet, but that would be another one. Like, obviously Golden Warrior works better with Rule and Eye's spell, but Shootin' Doji works also great with just Rule and Eye, Rule and Eye himself. Yeah, if we get a Golden Warrior, we'll probably pick that up as well. Ooh, another Geno. Probably takes that. Again, we kind of want some more puppets, would be nice. But, yeah, I'd imagine Rule and Eye and Golden Warrior is just really, really strong. But we've got the next best thing. It's less vulnerable to Amulet Destruction, which is Rule and Eye and Shootin' Doji. But we do have to draw the Shootin' Doji, so it is a bit of a risk. But, yeah, this one's kind of difficult, because, like... Geno... I think we're taking Geno and hoping we get some more... Ooh, Merciless Voidings. This is another... I think we're going with the Penguin Guardian again. Burial Rites, pretty alright. Merciless Voiding's okay, but I think Death Cap and Penguin Guardian just helps our game plan a lot better. Especially since Penguin... Ooh, there's our second Shootin' Doji. Again, we're passing up to probably too many puppets. So, probably a good thing we didn't end up drawing that many Orcuses, actually. But, we've got a decent amount of puppets, so we can get a decently pumped up Geno. And just generally good sticky boards in general. Like, Geno and Rule and Eye's spell was really good. But, yeah, we want to get our second Shootin', so we've got a bit more of a... So then that's more reliable, and Aurelia's just nice to have. Just a really solid card. I think... Ooh... Like, Merciless Voiding is alright, does work well with Shootin'. Because when you play a follower, so it doesn't actually work with Shootin' because it comes into play. So probably Taketsumi and Anasage, just to give us... Because Taketsumi gives us Evo point recovery, mainly, is the primary thing. And Anasage is also just more damage, whilst also being more removal. It's just kind of solid. That's our last 2. Another Rule and Eye and Musketeers Vow. Do we go for the third one of those? I don't think we've got enough puppets to support Orcus. The Shenna's probably also quite strong, but only if we draw her early enough, I think. Whilst Rule and Eye and Musketeers is just really good. We're basically a constructed... Why is it giving us this exact pairing 3 times? We didn't get Golden Warrior to combo with our Rule and Eyes, which is a bit sad, but we got 2 Shootins, which is the next best thing. And as I said, less vulnerable to getting Amulet blown up. It does mean we do want to be careful with our Ruler Knives because, of course, once he gets too beefy, he'll banish himself anyway. We don't have any ways to get Ruler Knives back. Musketeers are out again, just a really solid card. So we probably want to try and be very conservative with our Evo points. Yeah, but I think Musketeers and Ruler Knight, they're just such powerful cards, especially in this format. So yeah, we've got our deck with 3 Ruler Knights and 3 Musketeers Vowels, 2 Genos and 2 Shootins. We've got Penguin Guardians to give us a bit more damage off. Penguin Guardians give us a bit more damage off the Shootins because they also get Storm. Not actually a lot that gets We've only got Penguin Guardian. You've got a few like we haven't got anything that particularly works well apart from Ruler Knight, but then Ruler Knight is really good, so that should that should help us get through. And yeah, we've just got enough Storm damage from Musketeers, Ruler Knight's damage, Anasage's damage, Geno's damage. We are a bit light. Yeah, they patched out my luck from Hollow Cure, so it's come back here. But should be do pretty well, but there is a few ways we kind of get stuffed. It said, would have been nice to have more puppet cards. And I know we turned over a lot of puppet cards, but that's because a lot of the other options were just too good. But yeah, I've been very lucky in Tactician's Cup recently. Just... Oh, this is out of my 2 out of 2 matches. So they're playing Combo Machina. I don't know what Combo Machina does, actually, so I didn't really look too much into the card pools. Okay, so going second, probably want to keep the Cat Admiral and then just put the rest of others away. Okay, we want to save the whilst we kind of want to play the Penguin Guard, we also want to save it for when it's Rally 5. It's usually the best thing. And we've also got Nat Nord we only really play on 6 really, but we can play it earlier if needed. Okay. Yeah, it depends entirely what they draw. And so we don't want to play any of the things because we really want to save the Cat Admiral for the Evo to get more rally up. We'll probably play Kagami. Ooh, that's going to be spicy, and we don't really have many good options to deal with things. Okay, so it can be a multiple of things. But that certainly seems to be some of it. Our Ruler Knight's great here, because we can use that to... That's our removal for their very annoying 3-1. So that was a very good... and Ruler Knight will kind of like be our main source of rally and bits, because he'll very quickly stack up our rally count. That is Machina doing Machina things. I wish we had at least one more Necromancy effect here, so we don't really want to play Anasage, so I think, yeah, just the Cat Admiral. Currently on 4 out of 7. It's not great, so the Cat Admiral doesn't hit things we could really do. But once this board's dead, we'll have some Necromancy to play with, so we can start doing Ruler Knight things, which will boost up our value die a lot. We kind of want to be conservative on Evo points so that we can try and make it to turn 8 with our Mono Bell. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah. They'll probably do... Well, there's Nicola. That's going to be some damage that they have. But they haven't had a lot of Machina cards destroyed themselves, so... They don't get the spell right now, but they might have lots of ways to like reanimate their Machina cards. Guard of the Machina tree. Okay. So now we've got the shadows to start doing stuff like this. Could try pushing some damage. So no yeah, I'm going to just continue to do rule and eye things for now. Just build him up a little. Yeah, we're not overdrawing, so we're fine. No shooting by this point. Neither of our shootings have showed up, which is a bit of a pain. But we are on rally 7 now, so Aurelia auto evos. Hi, Millie. Lovely to see you. Welcome to my stream. Lovely to see you. This is my... Millie is an old friend of mine from long ago. God, how... Back in the days of, when... Yeah, it's probably been like a decade since Terra was relevant. That's insane. Absolutely insane. There you can see me get my ass kicked at card games. Because I have no idea what my opponent is doing. But they are playing as Haruhi. They're old. No, 30's the new 20, Millie. Yeah, I mean... I'm getting my ass kicked by Haruhi. It's just embarrassing, really. I mean, not really embarrassing. I think many people will probably get their ass kicked by Haruhi. But yes, do get to turn this around. So yeah, we just do this. And then we get to do this. And then I'm gonna play this, and we don't really want to play that this turn. But yeah, lovely to see you could make it to to one of my streams. And yeah, it's Haruhi's doing weird shit. It's Gilius. That's a card that's nasty in this deck, but that's how they get their Oh, he does get I'm actually probably all right to a degree, because Aurelia is immune to being destroyed. I know she's just can't be targeted by enemy effects, so they can just bump it with Nick. Why aren't they just bumping it with Nicola? Really, he kills her. Sometimes you have to wonder if your opponent actually knows what they're doing. This is the other question in this. Ah, they don't have the hand space for the forbidden art. Opponent doesn't actually know what they're doing. But okay, that puts us in a pretty good position. We can blow up most of their board with Nat Naught. Yeah, easy. The only... Oh no, that's fine, because then we can... Tyrant's Order... Wait, anyway, So we just do this. They don't get the extra followers because their board's already full. And then I pick their 3 weakest followers to blow up, and then we play this card to deal with 2 of these. And then she blows up one of them, so there's no point using both, and they overdraw. So going pretty well, though I have no idea what my opponent's doing. We don't have... What would be really nice to get this turn is Musketeer's Vow. Ooh, there's Pneumonia. I love that card. Like, first of all, I just really like the kind of art style. The art style of her. But also, I tried to play Linomia Haven a lot. And we might be getting our faces blown out by it. Which would be unfortunate. We do have... Okay, so our Evo count is actually pretty low. But I've got... Oh no, that doesn't work because I need 4 play points to do that. So what I will do is... this, and then... we'll Taketsumi to get the spell and recover an Evo point. And then I'll sack him with the Krampus to give Gino +1 plus Northern Storm. And then Evo him to just push some more damage. I think they're prepping for something nasty. So I just want to start actually trying to kill them. What's our Rule and I counter? So Rule and I is still I just didn't get that many puppets in the I only got like 4 puppet cards total in the draft. It was really like I've got... So it's really is a bit weird. So now at least Kagamitsu activates himself in the playland, but obviously I want to have a few more. So what I can do next turn is Anisage resolve. Even if they don't put a board up, I can Anisage resolve. And I don't know, because I will need to Evo her to kill him with it to Okay, it's a bit of a weird. I mean, they're not even playing proper Portal. This is Tactician's Cut. This is Tactician's Cut up Lordress. No, Portal's pretty, even in rotation, Portal's doing pretty alright. Resonance Portal is doing alright. It's still working. You've got Resonance, you've got Puppet, it's got quite a few things. But also they're not playing Portal, as you can see. This is Tactician's Cup, so they're actually playing Portal, Haven, Rune. I can't, and Bloodcraft is in there, I think, somewhere. Okay, so they've got a board, and a board I can do stuff to, which is nice. So, what we want to do... I just kind of want to push a whole load of damage. So, if we Anisage to do that... Yeah, they're going to get their Salvation Ex Limonia. I think I've screwed this up a little, but oh well. And then we do... But I'm going to just kind of wing it. So this doesn't quite kill, but it puts them pretty low. If I had Rule and I active, I still wouldn't be able to kill it, be one play point short. So hopefully that keeps me alive this turn. And then I can probably kill them next turn with all the nonsense I have in hand, like Geno and Deathcat plus anything. I just need them to have something to... Yeah, so the expansion reveal should be tomorrow is when we'll start getting us. Okay, so Nefarious Invasion is a bit of a pain in the ass, but at least they so they have their... So the next salvation is getting them their Heavenly Aegis, which is a bit of a pain, but nothing we can't avoid. That's a large wall of things. Ooh, this is where they're popping off. I need to pull some damage out of my arse. There. Mechabook Sorcerer is all that is so nasty. So summon he who once rocked in Colossal Skull Lord. That's actually that at least gives us, like, the annoying thing is we have to punch through that, which heals her. But yeah, I think this is our best option, is just an enhanced Danae. And then it doesn't do anything on Evo, so Evo the Skull Lord. Because that'll clear out. They'll heal from that and thus not die, which is very annoying. Oh wait, that's... Oh wait, no, they changed it. They buffed Skull Lord so that it actually hits enemy Machina followers as well. Whew, I almost thought that was the I was really scared for a second because I thought it was the original variation of Skull Lord that hits all non-Machina followers, which wouldn't hit most of their board because they're Machina. But no, it's the buffed version where it's if you have, because they buffed it, so if you have any Machina followers play, it just hits all enemy stuff. And they're probably going to do something completely bonkers right now. Ooh. That's not quite... Oh dear. I think that's me dead. Yeah, that's me very dead. Oh no! The reanimate 10 saved me! I think I'm still dead. They just need to Evo one of their other followers, yeah. Okay, that almost saved me. That was almost a hilarious save. But also, yeah, well, the main... It's not even aggro cards that are rotating out a lot. It's mainly stuff like, the control meta at the moment is pretty good. Like, it's mainly Sword that's getting hit. Obviously, because it's losing Erica and, Frenzy Core Master. But yeah, so annoyingly close. If they didn't have that last bit of healing, would have been able to close it out. But also if we'd drawn, like, any of our other damage options. No, they had another Evo choice as well. They could have Evo'd the Iron Knuckle, and that would have also done that. So going first, we do kind of want Aina. Don't want Nightmare Devourer until later. Yeah, Amulets is like the easiest deck to pilot and win in this Tactician's Cup, I think. Okay, that's fine, unless they get just won't play anything until that now and hope they don't have a way to sack him, because then we can just bump him with Rule 9. Like it would. That's probably more sensible to bump the Itsurugi with the Rule 9. Because the Kagamitsu isn't doing anything right now anyway. And they probably don't have a way to deal with it. I just realized this was a terrible idea because they're going to be able to kill it into... I know that didn't save me either. Bit of a misplay. Because if I kill that Kagamitsu on my turn, he doesn't come back. But, yeah, I'm tempted. They'll probably just manually Evo him then anyway. But I kind of have to do this now. This was a bit of a misplay. But this just is an annoying board. Is the roly-poly. But yeah, I kind of wish if only we had the extra necromancy to that's ramp in Evo Blood. I mean, I guess she does get 3 Evos. Okay, so they get to... We'll see if they're smart, but no, they are smart. They are trading in the Kagamitsu, which I really should have gotten rid of. But I was like, oh, I should get rid of the Tutu. But this is a fairly simple turn. We can just play. We know we've got 3 Musketeers. Thingamadigabeers. So Evo's probably got a decent amount of healing, so I don't think going full aggressive, so I'm going to kind of go for the bit of a longer con. Go with this more durable board. Just the classic turn 5 sword play. 4/4 and a 5/6 ward. He gets +2 so far. Probably plus depending on the thing. Yeah, I am a bit worried about that misplay though. Okay, so they've got the power to punch through this, and that's another Evo on their count, so he gets a bit larger. Oh, we've also got yeah, so they're wanting to make him slightly larger, which again isn't that much of a problem. Gino just kills it. Ooh, there's a carpet. So I think what I want to do is start building up Rule and Eyes rather than doing anything else. So we play that, we play that, we play this, and I am gonna make it a little beefier because this only hits Swordcraft followers, so if we don't, we might as well play it. Because we might not be able to play it later. And you get another Kagamitsu, and another Silong, now this time with the free Evo. Ew. I knew Evo got Silong.
眠れる竜は起こすなと言った。
撤退ペン流行る血潮。
That's a bit of a misplay on their end, I'd say, because Kagamitsu's leader effect doesn't like. So this is Enhance 9 arena, so that's the arena we kind of want to save for turn 9, I think. I don't think she does particularly well. So let's see, what's our I think we might, for this turn, just play Nightmare Devourer, because that, how many, that jacks our rally up a fair bit. Rally 9. So, what's our Evo count? Evo 1, so Kagamitsu isn't active, which is a bit of a pain. That does increase our Evo count a bit, but isn't great. So Nightmare Devourer makes 2, and but I don't have anything to heal on. I think I'm gonna do this order of play. So Gino kills that, and I can play Rulanai to kill that, and then I'm gonna Evo the Shield Guardian to kill the other Kagamitsu, which is more important than the face damage, and then we get the face damage. Phew. So there. That's basically had them semi-waste a Kagamitsu. So they've got Itsurugi's effect active, which honestly isn't super much. But how many? They're probably approaching. They're probably on 5 Evos very soon, though. What's the Evo count at? Oh yeah, they're on 6 Evos. That's not great. And they've used 3 Evo points, so Madame Cather is active! Which means they get a bunch of healing. Oof. And my board is very, very large. Okay, so our Evo count is still way too small for Kagamitsu. Another game where we haven't drawn... I think I'm just going to do the sensible thing and... And then... yeah, another... Might as well bonk our Rulanais on their stuff. It doesn't super matter. And the enhance on Fleeting Joy is a bit useless to us. Again, at this point, I don't really want to play the Scream Diffusion onto an empty board. It's just going to die to a lot of damage from this Kagamitsu. So they don't have the invoke from Bloodlust Demon yet. And Monochrome is fine. Like, they can have a lot... well, it depends what... So this is fine. This is a board we just clear with Nat Naught. Like, we take a decent chunk of damage here. But it is nothing we can't handle. Yeah, Aina doesn't clear. So what I'm going to do here is Scream Diffusion to... Forgot about that, but oh well, their rally count doesn't really matter to me. That was the wrong card! I did not mean to press that, and that's done the fuck, I've just screwed that up. Okay, it's okay. We can salvage this. And heal. Oops! Streamer brain moment. Let's hope for heals. Okay, we got a bunch of heals and we dealt with the big nasty board. Oh! That was an oopsie. For some reason, I clicked Nat Knot instead. I clicked Nat Knot and Ruler Knight instead of Nat Knot. Ooh, this is going to hurt. Ooh, this is going to hurt! Evo's nasty! Okay, they didn't have the... for some reason, I thought they had 2 Evo points and they would have gotten the thing. It's still going to hurt, goddamn, but not as bad as I thought it would. Okay, what are you on, Kagamitsu? Your Evo count is awful, paltry, terrible. God, how do I get out of this mess? Aina doesn't help at all. Because we don't have an Evo point. We can have an Evo point with Taketsumi, but then there's not a lot we can really... Okay, so... No, I got this. Nat Knot first. Then... Tyrant's Order getting rid of their... Wait, no, that's to keep. We want to keep the smallest things. We'll keep that guy last. Then we Taketsumi. We evolve Taketsumi to... Probably could have kept the Evo point. No, we need to... Oh, and then we Fleeting Joy, even though we're only at 5 HP, so it does literally nothing. Now, well, they probably can kill me. Yeah, they've got more Storm. They've always got more Storm. Evolve just has so much Storm. But oh, they've got 2 Skeleton Rider. I thought, oh, the Taketsumi saves me from the Skeleton Rider thing, but no, they just had 2 Skeleton Riders. Fuck, Evo strong. And yeah, it's really a pain in the arse that we haven't seen... We didn't see any Musketeers Vals that game, which would have helped us... Well, no, we saw the one. But our most common cards are only... Our core cards that we kind of drafted, we're not really seeing a lot of. Which partially is bad luck. Partially it's just probably a bit of an over-specialization in the deck a bit. But we still have not drawn Shootin' at all. Which really sucks, because he's kind of a semi-cornerstone of the deck. And that's 2 games we haven't seen hide nor hair of him. Okay, going first, we don't really want any of these. So we know Shadow's last words. Inauspicious Puppeteer would have also been really nice to have. This is not a great starting hand. So an air on the 3's kind of alright. Yeah, you can get some really really intense stuff happening in this format. Just wild shit happens constantly. And when you're trying to this is why I'm kind of okay with doing it on stream, because I've already qualified for Group A in this. Ooh, Princess Snow White, that is potentially dangerous, but we've not really got, like, this is not really got very good options to actually, like, play. I think I kind of have to start putting stuff in play here just to build up just a general sense of board. So what I can do is do this. That means they can't kill off their Snow White this turn unless they've got their own. They've probably got some way to kill their own cards. Well, they've got that, which is a card I just did not think about at all. We might just get run over on board. We've got such a... Okay. Like, oh, this is really awkward. Like, cause yeah, Nat only does 3 damage when she's evoed, so I kind of want to wait. Yeah, this is really awkward. Maybe we should have played Dania early, but then we just, like, I don't think she'd contest this board a lot. Need to remember Ania does synergize. We do have some necromancy effects for Ania to work with. Namely, just getting beaten down by a board that we can do literally nothing about. Probably. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt a lot. There you are. There's Rule and I at last. Waiting for you. Okay, let's start thinning this board down. Oh no, we've made a huge mistake. I have to commit to this mistake now. Because they're going to Evo Razia and hit us in the face, and then she's going, I think we've lost this. Because I made a stupid mistake. Because this Razia is going to do a lot of damage to us. Oh, I didn't think about Razia being a card that would obviously be in Last Word Shadow. And be... okay. Okay, I've got... Okay. We want to key you, and you. We take 4 damage from Razia blowing up. Actually, no, this was a terrible idea. We're probably almost certainly dead now. I've made a terrible mistake. But, fuck. Oh god, I'm so... yeah, I don't think they can understand what I'm doing. I got fucking... my brain just stopped working there. We completed the mission still. I don't think... again, the cards that we need to win, and the cards that we have a lot of, are not showing up. We really needed Rule and I to show up earlier so we could, like, handle their board and not get run over so badly. But we just had nothing that that could handle the early board. Just awful. Like, we've got a good deck, but awful luck in the actual games. And now it's Evo again. Okay, there you are. Shooting Doji. And we've got cards we can play early. This is what we wanted last time. Maybe our opponent take pity on us and disconnect. Come on. Of course, this is if they do disconnect, that's like, oh, we've actually got the opening hand we want. Opponent disconnects immediately.
までやるなんて。
Okay. See, that's how it is. We get it. At least we're not going. On one hand, a win's a win, but on the other hand, first time shooting doji shows up in their hand, and their opponent somehow psychically detects it and is like, "No, I don't want any of this nonsense. I don't want to get hit in the face with Rule and I." Who are we up against next? Phoenix Roost. Okay, this one we should demolish, because if we're lucky, unless they've absolutely got the absolutely god roll, we should be fine. So don't want any of these cards. These are not our game-winning cards. There we are. There's the boy. There he is. Ah, better one drop. So we kind of want to say, make sure we do. Monitor him endgame as well, though we probably don't really want to say. Currently, I just want to like handle the board. Enhanced puppets don't really do a lot in our deck because we don't have Golden Warrior, so they don't get Storm. So we might as well use them for board control. Also, playing Phoenix Roost Dragon and like hard casting the Victorious Plater seems like a misplay unless they've got loads of them. Yeah, that makes sense for Phoenix Roost. Anyway, now we can get our Shooting Doji effect active. Use an EV point recovery as well, but obviously it's just good to get the leader effect active, so that it gives anything we play that has one attack or one defense base Storm. Which includes this Penguin Guardian, even if he gets buffed up. That is a Goblin Mage that did not draw anything. Which means they don't have a Resplendent Phoenix in their deck. Oh no. For them, I guess. Very good for us. But things like I need to build Rally, but I don't want to play any of these cards, really. Like I want to save Taketsumi, and I guess we can just play like. Yeah, I'm just gonna play out the A now, just to get just basically gets us a bone drone. Should have realized, yeah, of course, if we don't Evo, we get oh dear, that's scary. It says imagination realized into ultimate Baja. Okay, sure. You've got removal for it, it's fine. This went real south, real fast, but it's okay. We have the solution. And it's actually good we kept one of the nats, so we want to keep this, this, and this. And that means we get do this, this, and this. And they overdraw. Okay. That is a legendary sword commander. I don't have artifact removal. Oh no. Oh no. That's really bad. We should have taken the Advent of Pieces. That's artifact removal. Didn't think about Legendary Sword Commander. Oh dear, I think we're going to die. Yeah, like, what can we do to deal with that? I can do this neat trick.
一緒にやってあげますね。
試練が進む。等しく叫ぶ世界は叫ぶ。悲鳴を響き渡る。
この盾を見るペン
And just kind of hope that. Just when things are looking up for us, they kick us back down with the one card we have absolutely no way of dealing with. Yeah, that's me, Dad. The one card we can do absolutely nothing against unless we drew. We needed Inauspicious Puppeteer. So yeah, that went not great, considering our only win was a disconnect. But yeah, that's enough of that. I was thinking maybe we can do some more after the daily reset happens, which is in like 15 minutes, but no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm clearly far too... I threw away too many games. And it just was... As I said, not too worried because I've already, as I said, I had the really good amulet game previously that got me into Group A. So as long as I can get into Group A next, I can get the lovely Jean Alta sleeves, which, can I see them? No, you can't see them, unless we go to a web page, which will obviously not show up on stream, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, great, you can see the preview in the little window there. Pretty Yalta. But yes, I guess that means... When I say we've got about 15 minutes until the daily reset, so let's squeeze in a match or two before then. Do I actually have... I still should, yeah, let's see if, I'll keep the private match one actually, because we'll do some private matches. I'll do some viewer matches later. I'm not doing... Yeah, definitely just wild shit happening. That is Tactician's Cup, and it's like I think of all the kind of like weird format cups, Tactician's Cup I'm kind of okay with. I guess it depends kind of what the card pools are. But usually in the kind of like pure weird, like Take-Two All-Stars I absolutely despise. That I've never liked Take-Two All-Stars GP, which is like, for those who don't know, that's when they have it's Take-Two, but the card pool is like all the most powerful cards that have ever been in the game. They usually do it for the anniversary events. And not only is it all the most powerful cards, but it's the cards in their unnerfed format, so for cards that were nerfed. So you have original Spawn from the Abyss, which was absolute bullshit. Just complete nonsense. But anyway, let's do some Dragon Burn, try and get some quick matches done. Hopefully get the our daily gems. And okay, so up against Runecraft, so Could be. I've seen Yukushima Rune played a fair bit. I don't really want any of these cards early. We want ramp. Like, there we go. Metatron isn't ramp in this situation, but it is a card we can play. Like, depending on what kind of rune deck they are, I kind of maybe want to play this Adherent turn 1. Because if it's Yukushima Rune, they have almost no way of board control until their Yukushima turn. But until Yukushima's active. So a 1-2 can actually get a decent amount of damage in. But they are going second, which means they have Angels of Blessing, healing on. And yeah, it was better not to play it because they're playing dirt. Which does me so.
私本日魔女になる
So that's fine, we can get some more hits in with Metatron. Want to ramp more than anything. So if they have a removal for Metatron, we have a bit of an awkward spot next turn.
試してみよう
But if we're lucky, we can like Angel's Blessing into a 2-drop. And they're not removing the Metatron, so we can just continue to punch face with it. Okay, that's pretty much the best, yeah, the best draw we could have, because now we'll be in overflow next turn, and we can start doing some nonsense. We can do a lot of damage with Brutal and Adherent. We don't have any buff effects, so we don't really want to be playing Forte. They are healing, which is a bit of a pain. But it's fine. So what I'll do... Ooh, setting up Galamo is probably a better option. Yeah, that clears the board, does a bunch of damage. I want to Evo Galamo. And then, honestly, could use the Adherent to ping that, ping her... No, because there. You don't want to do that. That's a terrible idea. Since we're playing the Adherent Anu, there's things... All enemy followers, so yeah. You can ping either of those. I probably should have kept that... Oh well, we'll have plenty of ways to... Because we needed to... We want to generate another Fangs next turn to play with Forte, so maybe that wasn't the best idea. We should be fine. We might take a lot of damage from like a Acidic Slime this turn. If they Acidic Slime and... Okay, they're probably not Acidic Sliming this turn. They are hitting us with Earthen Fist, which is a bit painful. But they're setting up for a lot of damage next time. We can heal a bit with Ethica. Oh no, they didn't use an Evo point, so we can't heal. Oh, we can heal that way. So I'm just going to Brutal Dragon Newt. And then Metatron. Angel's Blessing, I think. I probably should have Angel's Blessing first then. Okay, yeah, should have Angel's Blessing first because then we'd have gotten Phylene, which stops us from getting double. They don't have the at least they don't have the yeah, so they're just going to Earthen Fist and then what Superior Contractor doesn't actually, well, several Superior Contractors will make us very sad. It's probably another Earthen Fist then. Yep, there it is.
良き道を逆光の開門
Oh, is that us dead?
ぶっ壊そうか
You can click the menu, so it's not. I don't think we're dead yet. Or we might be dead when they hit it. Yeah, we're dead.
小鳥はいい
Ugh. That rune's still spicy. Yes. I think I'll since we're not gonna make it before reset, so I said might as well get the match started. So let's play good old Evo Sword. Evo Rally Sword, the staunch constant in this meta. It's always been doing pretty well. We just got. It just has so much damage out of nowhere.
アーティファクト起動
Okay, so we want to keep an early. I think we want to keep all of these. Because we kind of want to play Monochrome on 3 against Portal, because if they're playing puppets, then Chimera the Brave is just generally very good at slowing them down. Yeah, they're playing puppets, they're gonna do puppet things. We got Norcus in hand. So, better to actually, yeah, better to build rally.
勝利は目前
幸せを届けリンゴー
And yeah, definitely. Yeah, so we went almost double clicked onto Magnus, which would have been a disaster.
白のキング
悲しみを立ってみせる
Bump off the Bellringer's shield. But yeah, they shouldn't. Like, they could probably beat out Chimera, but they will give us a bunch of followers alongside it. Don't have quite a great play. We could probably play Agamitsu and Bumpkin Recruit. If they end up giving us a bunch of rally off Chimera, that's pretty good, because then Bumpkin gets rush, which is nice. So yeah, I'd imagine there's at least Merciless Voiding. That'll interesting. Okay, that's
傷だらけの伝説に抱擁を進みます
隊長任せてください
that worked out pretty damn well. And then
僕
yeah,
の夢騎士の道
we can't get rid of the analyzing, but gives us just generally a nice solid board. And yeah, we won that 50-50.
服に壊す破滅の第二楽章
Okay.
お願い当たって我慢はいらない
So we'll miss one.
幸せを届け
We'll miss one of these. I'm assuming they bump the ancient and the analyzing into it.
隊長
Oh no, they're going this order. So we lose out on one of the knights, but
たとえ遊
we
戯
still
でも
otherwise have a bunch of knights.
またいずれ
They went face. Interesting. Then so yeah, so if we okay, that makes this a bit Simpler. I'll do Aramis and Athos, the classic.
切り開こう。ここは僕が。
He punches that.
幸せになるんだよ
He pops.
無法には法の裁き
He
を
pops Luciana. One of these knights trades that. I mean, Bumpkin maybe, but the Bumpkin is cuter, so I'm keeping her.
お守りし
And then
ます
he heals up. We get our Frenzied Core Master.
踏み潰せ
And that's just a nice spicy bold right there. We're on Rally 10, so Royal Summons is active. Our second Pumpkin Recruit is active. We'll have a bunch of stuff to do next turn. All looking peachy.
後悔はした
Ooh, Kasim. Kasim can possibly make things awkward. Because yeah, turn 6 is when they're going to drop. They might drop Orcus next turn 6, or they might save it for a beefier turn. That's not particularly they don't have that much options in the way of resonance generating, so it's hard to see how they're going to deal with this entire board. Like, they might be able to set up their amulet, but
真実も嘘も
okay. Is that even at 10 though? Yeah, they've got 2 Orcuses in hand. Yeah, that was at 10.
仮で立つ
よし戻るぞ
I don't know how they're going to get rid of Aramis, which is the main threat here.
真実が消え
Okay, that's how.
アーティファクトよ踏み出す勇気をずっとそばにいてくださいね決めたから僕行きましょう
Yeah, not entirely sure. Anyway, well, let's Royal Summons first, because what we mostly want is Taketsumi.
無粋はよせよせ。宴としようや。切り開こう。
I don't actually want to... I do want to play a bunch of stuff, so what's our best options there?
幸せを届けビンゴ
切り開こう。
I think I do want to, rather than Evo Taketsumi, I want to Evo the Bell Ring and to draw more cards.
あがいてみせる
Which is a bit of a weird... Yeah, that was a bit of a weird misplay. Oops. And... Yeah, I did that a bit weird. That was not the smartest thing to do, but oh well. It's what I've done.
ここは僕が。
はしゃぎすぎですね
全体傾聴
切り開こう。
踏み潰せ
Now we're fairly shored up against Orcus. Like, they can lock our board down, but Aramis just being on the board is really... Yeah, they just gave up.
こんなもんだよね
Like, leaving Aramis on the board is really scary, because he'll just buff everything that comes in.
全く無意味ね
But, okay, that was... Wait, no, because now we need to go back, because it'll boot us back to the title screen for our daily bonus. To be honest, I do kind of want to just do another round of Tactician's Cup, because that was actually, even if I screwed it up, I said no low stakes because I've already gone through. So actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do another. We can do another round for free. Isn't that grand? You can probably do quite a few rounds because we've actually got a decent amount of money. Okay, ooh, amulet. Amulet is probably the way to go, I think. Like, I saw that the Evo blood was also seems pretty straightforward. I think Amulet just has the most power to just run people over, especially if you just draft sensibly. And It's Ryamu.
メタとかキラとか知らんけどやるか。
Right. Ooh. Yeah, so my general idea for this is to take as many Jatelins as possible. Skullfane does seem like a bit of a, like, OG Skullfane seems like a bit of a trap. New Skullfane's probably a bit better in this deck, but OG Skullfane's probably fine. Just have to hope we don't draw him, like, really late. But getting Jatelin's much better. See, this is where I think things can go wrong. I think God of Curses is not great in this format. It's not great in most formats, but I think it's just generally a trick. So I'd much rather have Crusaders and Cursed Maiden. Yeah, Sacred Plea is very good. March of the Dragon Spring, very good with amulets in play. Sealed Tome's alright, but Earth Sorceress is a bit conditional, so sometimes she's not that great. I think that's much better. What is this? Ooh, Golden Bell and Hierophant's like, I think in this case it's probably better to take the God of Curses. Because Impious Bishop is pretty decent, but Golden Bell is also really good, and Hierophant's Implements, whilst also very good, is just kind of is a bit more situational, whilst Golden Bell is always good to play. So I think in this case I do take the God of Curses. Again, new Meowskers, I don't know if actually, like, current card drawing is pretty good. But so is just getting early amulets, and I think Ominous Tyrant is actually pretty good as well in this. Because it's a board clear, and that's, it's either a board clear. So, Pinion Prayer is alright. Shady Priest is pretty good. It's Crystallize 1, Countdown 2. But so is Cursed Maiden and Hierophants, so I'm gonna go with that, because... Ooh, Levin. Levin is spicy, but then so is Vengeful Sniper. Because Levin is very matchup dependent, I think, because they need to have followers with 2 or less defense. And Restless Parish is just kind of a weird, so I think I'm going to go with Sacred Plea and Vengeful Sniper, because Vengeful Sniper just has the power to absolutely blow people out. And it's just really good. Ooh, always take, and as I said, just take Jatelins, Sukunas. Cards that kill people is the name of the game here. Pegasus Knight is another card I think is a bit of a trap. You don't really care too much about Evos. And like, it's nice board. It's alright, but Golden Bell and Ascendant Prison Priestess just get yourself. Again, Shady Priest is removal, which is also nice. I think, yeah, I want March and Ominous more than I want Indomitable. Like, Indomitable is pretty good, as is Sneak Attack, but March of the Dragon Spring is also just universal removal, which, as we've learned, can be really useful if your opponent happens to be playing something like, oh, I don't know, Legendary Sword Commander somehow. Spirit Eater is kind of iffy, because you can't really make it arrive any faster outside of, like, your own reduction effects, so I think Carmier and Redeemers is probably better, because Carmier is usually just drawing a card and is a ward. It can sometimes be really good with the Evo. So here I'll take Indomitable and Sneak Attack, because the other options are just other different forms of card draw. And as I said, I'd rather have, I think Earth Sorceress is, it's okay card draw, it's pretty good card draw really, but I think I just haven't picked it yet and I don't plan to. I think Hierophants and Crusaders is a more of is more proactive. Ooh, Colossus Omega is pretty spicy as well. That can do a lot of burst to finish the game out. So I like taking that. Okay. Like again, I think Ruin Web might be a bit of a trap. Like there's some cases where it's really good, but then there's other cases where it's really bad. So I think I'd rather take Selena and New Skullfane. So I think New Skullfane is actually pretty good. Just well, obviously you have to draw him pretty early, so he's a bit like these are both cards that you have to draw pretty early and have the right setup, but they're still pretty good because like even if you don't get the full bonuses of Selena, still Haven Fire is pretty useful. Just as a general way of dealing with the board over the game. And I think trying to get two old Skullfanes is going a bit high rolly, I think. Especially since we passed up a lot of cards that it would really synergize well with, like Ruin Web Spider. It's like you kind of need a deck to be built around New Skullfane, well, Old Skullfane rather, whilst New Skullfane kind of works with any kind of countdown amulets. Because he's just his accelerate is very accelerating. So we don't have as many Jatelents as I did have last time, but we do have other burn in the form of Skullfane the Defiled and Selena. So along as Vengeful Sniper and Crusader's Rallying Cry and Sakuna. So we've got a lot of damage in here and a decent amount of a lot of amulets, a lot of card draw. That'll be the thing is we might run into the risk of drawing too many cards is the problem. And yeah, God of Curses is mostly just a 6/6 here. So let's see how this goes. Yeah, I think Jatelent is really, really good in this. And if you always pick Jatelent when you see him. Like stuff like God of Curses also gives us some decent. I don't know any Vadra champions, that would have been really nice to have. Okay, so they're playing Phoenix Roost Dragon, which should be pretty favorable for us because it'll make a lot of our big cards really cheap if they play the Phoenix Roost. So we want to play Ascended Prism Priestess next turn so that we can accumulate more amulets to our hand. So that's probably almost certainly they just drew Phoenix Roost with that. Yeah, so that they're fully like, yep, I can just throw out. Next time we can draw a lot of cards, which is nice. So they're going to try to play Phoenix Roots next turn, which again does actually help us a fair bit. Which makes me kind of want to hold on to this Indomitable Prayer. Because if they're going to play Phoenix Roost next turn, then I want to kind of actually no, if they're hard casting Phoenix Roost, it doesn't matter. I'm going because it reduces all the cost of all cards on Fanfare anyway. So yeah, just draw cards. Drawing cards is good. I did that in the wrong order. I should have played Indomitable Prayer first. Oh well. It's fine. We can do it in this order. Draw in all the cards. Probably too many cards. Probably going to be a bit of a problem. Oh no! Oh damn it! They're playing Resplendent Phoenix. That means we really should have saved the card draw. Oh no! I was expecting them to hardcast the Phoenix Roost Amulet. They didn't do any card draw afterwards. which is a minor blessing. But we can at least start getting some more stuff down. Yeah, this is a bit. What's our last words? Last words 2. It's not particularly ideal. We want to save Redeemer's Cudgel for something bigger. Sakuna, obviously, we also want to save until she's bigger, and Vengeful Islands is also bigger. So, things we got a lot of cards we really want to save. So, we're gonna have to Evo this to take care of the Resplendent, which is not great. And then I think I'll put a sneak attack down, because that's a fairly quick. Because we need to get we do definitely need to put amulets down. Yeah, this is going pretty poorly, pretty quickly, but we can still probably And yeah, I can see why, but Badger Champion is still useful, even if it is just like a banish. But then I guess Redeemer's Cudgel also that's fine. Really not the card we want to be drawing at this point. What does he does reanimate 2 on death. Summon a copy of the Suitmaze letter, last words when it was destroyed this match. Okay, so I think for this turn I'm just going to play one of these Ominous Tyrants. Like, not even as an amulet, just as a removal. Because I need to do something. Next turn I'll draw, and I need to get cards out of my hand. Next turn I will draw too many cards, I'll draw 3 cards, so I will overdraw 1 card. Like, we're not really, this is really analogous, we're not drawing the... That's not great. We didn't even have anything for it to, Oh good, March of the Dragon Swing, that's perfect, because that blows up the sword. Oh, saved. So we can... Sneak attack and... You know, it doesn't actually matter, so... We can destroy the sword. And then because the sword is gone, we can... Wait, what? Oh, reduce damage. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking moron. Not affected by other cards' effects. Okay, so we have to do... Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. I screwed up. I absolutely screwed up. Streamer brain going overdrive. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I can save this, I can save this. See? It's only immune to damage. I don't even have to... I probably could have actually just used Crusader's Rallying Cry to finish that off, but oh well. And what's our Gentle Enter? 5 out of 7. So... Yeah. Messed that up slightly. Whoops. That's scary. That's really scary. But it's okay, we go as long as they don't have anything else scary to play onto them. Okay, that's fine. They're just playing to summon divine treasures. But this is fine because we don't really care about whatever Jatalant revives. We just want to heal and banish their board and then punch them in the face. So they do... Yeah. That might have revived, like... Okay, so that equals 4. But, like, that was our only real... And we would really like to draw another Jatalant, please. Please draw me another Jatalant. And another secondary sword commander! Who allows them to have all these cards? And we don't have. We need to find our second March of the Dragon Spring now. Okay, Skullfane does actually help a bit because we can draw a bunch of cards. And somehow draw March the Dragon Spring again, but we don't have any I mean, so it doesn't refund us, which is the annoying thing. And maybe I should have blown up the fucking Phoenix Roost in retrospect. But yeah, oh, my Kingdom for and singular 1 point amulet. Still, if only I still had one of the Sacred Pleas, but I wanted to draw more cards. Blowing up the Phoenix Roost really do anything now? So I think rather than do any of that, I'm going to try and... Yeah, I'm just going to try and go for the kill by bonking them in the face with that. And then hopefully I'm not dead and they don't heal a bunch. Whenever an ally follower attacks, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Okay, so they didn't go face with the Legendary Sword Commander, which is very good to us. That's a lot less damage. Because they could have just, No, I don't win. And they also had, That's healing, but is it enough healing? You know, I didn't win because they had the damage shield from... Ew, that's very annoying. They had the damage shield. They had the damage shield from the. They had the shield from the sacred treasures up. Now I win. I could have also played because even though she gets nerfed, she still has far more damage to yeah. Yeah, I didn't have the... I needed the play points to play Skullfane. I needed to be able to play, like, Skullfane, Sakuna, and, they were on, like, 12 or something. So I needed to deal, like, 3 instances of 4, but I can only deal a maximum of 2. And, like, the sniper was only dealing, yeah, they were on 12. And they only took 4 damage at a time because of the amulet. If I had an amulet in play, I could have blown it up and possibly killed them then, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, we won. So they're playing Amulet as well, so this could get... That's a pretty good start, though. Very good start. What I'm going to kind of... Yeah, I could do... We can... turbo it. Like, I suppose Pegasus Knights is alright. And next time we get to double Skull Fang. And they didn't, haven't killed my Cursed Maiden yet, so that gets to... This is just real spicy. You are possibly at risk of overdrawing though. But pretty solid start. Like, things could possibly go a bit downhill if they... Yeah, standard Pegasus turn where they get the things, so we'll probably... they get the Selena turn off. That is pretty spicy. They get the Kamiya turn off, which is pretty spicy, so I'll probably... I've got the I've got the solution to this problem. So let me just double check. So if we have one amulet, if two in play, we recover 2 play points. Can't get to... So we can't get to 4, which would blow Lusha half, but yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this way. So let's put Sacred Plea on because we're max HP, so it's better to play this. Okay, let's do this. Unfortunate, and I just realized that was... goofed that up a little. But it's okay, we can take 8 to the face, it's fine. We didn't Skull Feign. That was... oh, fucked it up! I should not have Haven Fired, I should have Skull Feigned! It's okay, it's okay. We've got ways out, we can get out of this. We've got a lot of healing. We just need a way to get rid of him. Which we do have a lot of options. Okay, they didn't actually have anything spicy to play that turn, which is good. And we have a lot of cards. We are not, however, in Resonance, which would have been really good because it would have meant also Omega could just, I guess we, well, so... Okay. What's Omega to guarantee kill that? And we do that. And then this is, so yeah, this is not a great use of our Evo point, but kind of speed up. We might as well Evo the Falcon because that leaves us with a 4-4 on the board rather than a 2-1. Okay. And now our Skull Fanes are starting to get discounted. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. Only problem is, if we play the Skull Fane, we overdraw again, so hopefully we have some stuff to... I guess we can just play... Yeah, that's fine. We can just J-Talent that, that's fine. Oh no, we can't J-Talent it, we're one short. But, I'm still just going to... Yeah, I'm just going to play Skull Fane. Oh, that would have been nice to have. And then 2 Haven's Fires, hoping one of them... Yeah, that's all I wanted. Perfect. The taste of burn. And then if they don't heal... Well, Sakuna's at is 7, J-Talent is 6. They probably do have healing available. Like Crusader's Rallying Cry is very likely. So there's some healing they've got. But if like J-Talent heals up, I know it's only if it's Evo do it that it deals damage. Yeah, we just J-Talent here. Since we don't really have a better way of dealing with Vajra Champion anyway. Ooh, what's Vengeful? Nope, that also works. Boom! You've proven that Menhera idols beat horse idols, apparently. Sorry, that's just the facts that we're learning today. As you can see. And again, I said it before. Ruin Web Spider, it's a trap. Don't get Ruin Web Spider and don't aim for Ruin Web Spider and I would advise you, don't aim for Ruin Web Spider and God of Curses. They don't help you at all. Okay, so up against Bloodcraft we have no amulets, so we don't want to keep any of these cards. This is better. Selena run 4, send a Prison Priestess to get us an amulet, so as long as we'll almost certainly draw some, so... Okay, so may as well play the God of Curses on 1. This is mostly just to get us a 6/6. Possibly quite useful again. It might be slightly useful against
Come on, my justice.
So it might be a bit useful against Evo because they do have things. Yeah, that's kind of so that's slightly annoying. Play this will have a. So we don't quite have a full 4 for Selena, but 3 is pretty good. Gets us the damage on. All Kagamitsu does here is get them an Evo because... Ugh, that's spicy. Still probably just March of the Dragon Spring's definitely a bit overkill here. So as much as I'd like to wait, we can't really wait a turn and get more. Because we really need to kill this Kagamitsu before he becomes a big problem. So we do that, which at least gives us a heal as well. And then hopefully, yeah, Hidden Fire kills one of those two is the best shots. Worst shot being the Last Words, the new Kagamitsu. Athos is a bit of a pain, but not unmanageable with what we've got on board. So let's start with Skull Feigning. That's always a good trick. Ooh. I think I still want to start, so I'll start with marching here, and then yeah, we're not close enough, so I might as well. I'm a dumbass. I'm an absolute dumbass. I didn't count my play points properly. Oops. Oops. Leaving that in play is really bad. We might have just lost. I just had a complete... Ooh, that's really bad. That's really, really bad. I don't have to cope with lucky with them. I thought, yeah, I completely miscalculated play points. We kind of have to hope we're pretty lucky with this lurching corpse kill, which they're desperately trying to not let us have. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. It's okay. It's okay. I can survive this. Ooh, what are you on 3? So you're useless. Okay, so first things first. Bop that, see what blows up. Okay, excellent. Then we can just what's the best option here? I think this is the best option here. It was the best option here. Because then we do that, and then we can play this. Oh!
背負います。オタク、打ち上がれ。
Either that and since we can't
私は松の儚き雪が舞い落ち
this is still not great,
終わりね。
but made the best out of a bad situation, and Jatelant is not active, which kind of sucks.
ルナね、もう寂しいだけじゃないよ。
And they get an Evo point back, which also sucks.
おしまいにしてあげる。
They don't have that many Evo, so manually Evoing Kagamitsu there doesn't do a lot. It does kill us. It does kill us. Didn't think about that. Should have left Snow White alive. Would have been better. Oops. Yeah, if I hadn't made that playpoint miscalculation, probably would have been in a lot better spot. Maybe I should have played.
勝ちたい。ゲームも人生も。私こそがあなたの勝利。
Okay, so I'm gonna keep both Golden Bell and Sacred Plea. Early Skullfane, early old Skullfane, very good. Yeah, where's our Crusaders?
憂いなし。
We have 10 cards. What we get?
終わりなき祈り捧げる
Cards. We don't want to go too ham on playing all our card. Oh, I should have played the Sacred Plea instead of a Golden Bell. Silly. Doesn't matter too much, but obviously, when you're at full health, better to play the card that doesn't heal you rather than the one that does. It's only 1 HP. Fairly late God of Curses.
終わりなき祈り
Going for card. I guess, yeah, because they want to keep the Pegasus Knight for the next turn when they can Evo it. It's far more sensible.
頼りにしている
Oh no, they're doing it now.
出せば憂いなし。
Interesting. Okay, so kind of have to Curse Maiden the
今終わりなき祈り
that.
捧げる捧げる
Pegasus Knight is very, very annoying in this situation, but doesn't actually represent a lot of damage to us, to be honest. But I do need to make board space to play my stuff out, so I'm going to attack anyway because I want to be able to play a Sacred Plea and an Ominous Tyrant. So that next turn I can play Skullfane. Which will work out. Yeah. It'll give me a full board. Yeah, Pegasus Knight. Evoing Pegasus, though. Yeah, they're doing the trade, which is good. They could Evo the Pegasus Knight. That doesn't actually add any damage being dealt to me because it doesn't actually gain stats, it just summons the Pegasus, which is very good, but doesn't represent a lot in the grand scheme of, I just realized that already, Yeah.
無に帰るんだ。
So the only thing is that's still around, so we do need to op it with a tiger.
もうしたい。
But otherwise, all pretty good. We're only one amulet away from Jatelant popping, which will be fairly easy to do because we can just Crusaders and Hierophant. So that God of Curses isn't anywhere near. Pretty weak march, to be honest. There's a lot worse cards that they could hit with that. And what Sakuna is on 5, so it might be worth just playing. But we do want to get our turn 7 Jatelant active. So I do kind of want to play. Yeah, if I just play Crusaders and Sakuna.
うちなの小槌の出番かな。
That's just
これで。
a lot of damage before they get their own Jatelant on. And they have to do something because the board is probably Evo the Lurching Corpse and trade in. Again, very weak March of the Dragon Springs, and now they're board locked unless they can blow up their own. They've got a Skullfane or some other form. Form of removal.
必ず救います。
幾万の魂を君に捧げるよ。我の復活を望んだか。
Yeah, very And again, he doesn't. Yeah, I think Jatelan just kills her. Not quite, but depends what he draws really. But it's better to
この程度。
hit there. Okay. Jatelan didn't kill, but
この程度。
they're very likely to be dead next turn, just with what we have.
我の復活を望んだか。
I guess they probably got a decent amount of healing, but they've played so many of their March of the Dragon Springs already. Like, I guess they've got their own Jatelant now, but is their Jatelant even active? What's the... Yeah, they've only lost 5 amulets. So their Jatelant isn't even,
光がかす
Yeah, they've lost. Yeah. I'm just...
これは神ゲー。
Kamiga indeed. As the way of Ryamu praising the game when she wins and shit talking it when she loses. One more. But we got 3 out of 5, which is definitely good value. Get that good. The Bunnycorn! Haven't seen that in a long while. The kind of weird unearthed treasures you get on the
楽して勝ちたい。
get from the loading screens. Just like, oh yeah, this card, this existed.
バンカの方を。
Okay, so I'll keep God of Curses. Because it's only going to get worse later on. So might as well get it out of the way now. And it can be just like a nice amulet sitting down for like activating with Selena. And we've got a pretty good start off. If we play our Sacred Pleas now, what will happen is when we get to that turn, like it entirely depends on if they resplend. You should kind of assume that they're going to Resplendent Phoenix on 4. That's kind of like how the deck works. If that doesn't happen, then they're just having a bad time. And we've got another amulet just to put into play. Of course, what we want is these to okay, so whilst it would be tempting to pop one of these with the Cursed Maiden this turn, you don't want to. Actually, no. These will be popping next turn, so we can actually play this pretty easily because we'll be getting 2 more board slots next turn. So if they do Resplendent Phoenix this turn, then we get a lot of discounts on it. So they're Kaisering before Phoenixing. So they're digging for it. They're digging for the Resplendent Phoenix. They're still digging, or they're just bad at ordering. Okay, they're not resplending, they're not Phoenix roosting just yet. Throwing out a Chaotic Doom, I guess. And then we draw a bunch of cards and see what's on the table. Okay. To be honest, with this slot, I kind of do want to just start getting the God of Curses active. So if we do this, and then, I mean, that was probably a bit of a weird play. Maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. And then this. Yeah, I kind of did that in the weird play, but whatever. It still does basically what we did. And then I am going to manually Evo the God, so I want to start reducing their HP down as quick as possible. And then draw some cards. This is one time where God of Curses might actually be pretty useful. Because their deck does have quite a bit of, will have quite a bit of healing in it. And we're not too fussed if they leave us board locked, because again, they'll just slowly lose HP to God of Curses. Does mean there's not, we kind of overdraw. Didn't think about that. Oh well. But they'll probably want to do something about our board at this point. But they've also only got 12 max HP. So we might have... He has also drawn most of his deck. Just realized. Legendary Sword Commander. Like... That's cute, I guess. That would have been really useful to have. Oops. Let's see, what's our actual... What are you at? You're at 4. And they're at 12 HP. So if we Sakuna Vengeful Sniper, that's... So Sakuna's 6, Vengeful Sniper is 3, and Holy Falcon is 4. Yep, that's dead.
うちなら小槌の出番かな。奇跡でぶち抜く。うりゃおい、うりゃおい。これで。
Easy game. So yeah, in that case, God of Curses did work out, but I think beating Roost Dragon that didn't draw any Roost is that didn't like play any Roost cards. It's probably not didn't draw or play any Roost cards is not going to count really as God of Curses being a great option. Our overdrawing was a bit egregious, admittedly. Because if we just had March of the Dragon... The thing is, if I'd got March of the Dragon Spring in hand, I might have missed the lethal I had in hand, so... Yeah, Roost in the bottom 5. That's definitely an awkward deck to run if you just don't draft... You have to draft the Roost or the Resplendent Phoenix pretty quickly, or the deck just doesn't really work that well. I think it's a bit iffy to have an entire deck built around those two cards. But let's see what we got. What do we get in the box? What's in the box? 130 rupees and a card pack for the next set. Lovely, lovely. But, right, so we're about 2.5 hours, I think. Sounds like a good... Why am I checking the battle pass? I literally have no reason to check the battle pass. I've kept it out. Yes, so... I think it's time for... Gotta love... I don't want to join a match. I want to create a private match. Let's do... I find it's very funny doing reverse take 2 with viewers. Create opponent stack. Is there any... Oh, we can do all-stars and take 2 tactics with viewers. Oh, that's really... Maybe that instead. Let's do all whilst it's available, and just to show you, and because it's insane. And like, if I'm not doing it as part of a GP, I can have fun with it. But take 2 all-stars, let's go. This is take 2, but with all the OP cards without them being nerfed. So silly things happen. I don't know what's in the card pool this time around. But it's usually absolute nonsense. And yes, feel free to join whoever, even if it's just like Daku as usual. I don't mind. In fact, whilst waiting, I'm gonna put the match ID up, but I need to go to the bathroom. So I will be right with the match ID up, so you can join in, make your deck or whatever. But I'll just put the match ID in chat. 7. And then, yeah, you can join in whilst I've got the screen off. Put it on, thanks. So yes, I will be right back. Just a moment. I really need the bathroom. And I'm back. So if you're still watching the stream, stop because I'm about to start making the deck in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Ooh, lots of spicy options, but I think in Take 2 All-Stars I generally gravitate to Bloodcraft because if we see the card, don't know why. So, this is interesting. Is this going to have Vania? But I think I'll take Bellring and Restless Parish. It's a bit more versatile. There he is. This is an absolutely ridiculous card. It's a fucking huge ambush follower that deals massive amounts of damage either when it leaves ambush, basically, or when it dies. Which is why. And Grand Prix Fantasy players will recognize everyone's favorite boy 6. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure it's that great. Like, Ravening Corruption would be very funny, but you do kind of need a deck built around it, so I think Spawn is always the better choice. Evil Eye Demon, what the hell does that do again? I think Urius and Night Screech is probably better. Oh, they've given us the I missed this alt art and I've been really sad about it ever since. I missed the Narmaya Razor Claw. And there's never been a chance to get it again. Bastards. Anyway, probably Bale's a bit of a situational build around card, so probably Xeno Diablo and Unleash the Nightmare. Unleash the Nightmare is just really good. Draw 2, put 2 1/1s into play, sure, why not? Ooh, Sataniel is really good in Take 2. Like, Satanel, or whatever. Wait, also Contemptuous Demons are alright. Odin's also pretty good, but Liberté kind of needs a deck built around it, I think. Probably Darhol just to get because Diabond, these are really good Evo. Draws cards with a Diabond, and just Advent of Peace is just good removal. And Nuvuela is a bit more. Ooh. Prison in Pain or Vera? All Wings of Tomorrow. Vera kind of needs an Evo to be useful, but it is also just generally very useful as a card. I'm gonna take Vera. I'm running Vera as the leader, might as well. Ooh. Aragavi needs the Wrath to work, but Halicina is an absolute monster in and so is Bapel. Lord of Devastation kind of needs the an Evo deck built around it, so I think that's a bit of a trap. Otherwise you're waiting until turn 10 to play it. I think I'll take Aragavi and Halicina. Again, Lord of Devastation I just don't think is going to be particularly good because I don't have a deck built around it. No stunning change. There's a deal 1 damage to it, then 3 damage to a follower. Thunderbolt Fiend's just generally pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. How many duplicates do I have so far? Got a couple. So Volteo is a bit risky, but he is really powerful. And honestly, the other pair of hands, it isn't that powerful, so I think it's Volteo. Ah, fuck, and then we get another good pair of duplicates. Yeah, Voltaire can just be a dead card. Screw him. Laura again, not great. Okay, there's a lot of duds in this Bloodcraft pool. I guess Lord of Devastation is very good in Voltaire. With Voltaire out, but oh well. Yeah, screw you, I'm taking all the spawn of abysses I can. Ilya. Permafrost Behemoth, not great because we don't have that much wrath. You know, that's not. Whilst this would be really good if we had a lot of wrath power, we don't really have a lot of self pings, really. So, like, we probably can get wrath off a few times. Yeah, chef. So let's get some. It's still like okay cards. So not super confident in this. But we'll see. And so Voltaire is just a dead card on the deck at this point. They've got too many duplicates, but he's there if it is handy. If he's active and he pulls out one of our, and he gets to pull out a Spawn of the Abyss, then we're having a good time. Oh yeah, I forget Perform Possible to just also is a is card draw. So we don't actually have to worry about it being, it's just like a delayed Blood Pact. That's the card I'm thinking of. It was basically a point where you just ran Permafrost Behemoth as Blood Pact. Because you also had synergy with like card draw and stuff. So I guess we are probably getting to Wrath here pretty quickly. You don't really. Maybe we should have played Restless Parish as a 0. Oh well. Ooh, that's. We are hurting ourselves a lot here, but it does mean we'll have Wrath active fairly quickly. It just means Voltaire's an easy target. Ooh, Holy Sanctuary. And they're deliberately not putting us in Vengeance, which is weird because we put ourselves in Vengeance anyway. And Urius is overdrawing us, and it is overdrawing us. So we need to oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Got too many cards! We just wasted our Urius because we're not gonna get the Horrible Knight. Oh no, fucked it. I'm just dead to my own, hoisted by my own petard. Went too far, went too hard on wrathing myself and didn't think, of course, Urius is going to draw me 2 cards. He's going to, should have, Contemptuous Demoned. Would have been a better play. But I think I am dead. If they can heal 3 times. They're not healing 3 times, so I'm not dead yet. I did waste my Urius, which is really bad.
興ざめだ。
Yeah, we completely screwed the project, didn't we?
いいの痛いのどっちも俺だ。
お楽し
What
み
I'm
は
doing anymore.
えぐられてえならそう言えよ。爪にキスしな。
Oh yeah, that doesn't fucking.
幸せになる
Okay, that keeps us. No, that doesn't keep us alive because my brain is just completely off today.
ステネボイヤに断罪よ
Yep, I'm dead.
すがるものなどない三重の会
Just completely. Ugh.
暴れんなって。
苦難を貫く油断しましたか
Completely, yeah, just completely bugger that up. By my own. Okay, let's try that again. I'm just gonna press ready and hopefully Raku gets the message. But let's battle again. Yeah, this is redo, do over. That one did that. I mean, that one does count. I'm not going to be that mean. But ow, I went too hard in on playing cards, and it got myself absolutely demolished.
切り刻まれたいのはどの子
And I
でしょう
played Urius at the wrong time because my hand was too full of cards. Too many cards in hand. And we're not murdering ourselves as quickly this time. We are still doing like somewhat of a wrath setup, so a couple of self pings is okay.
あがなうさ。
We've drawn all our spawn of the abysses, so if we can get them down low enough. They do have wards, which does kind of make spawn of the abyss a bit of a pain to actually get its damage through properly.
幸せを届けリンゴーン。
Means we don't really want to use that up
悪いのは来ちゃダメ。
yet, so I'm just not playing anything so far. And then we'll probably Darhold next turn, and then Urius turn after.
この苦難どうか享受を。
幸せになるんだよ。幸せになるんだよ。
Anyway, yeah, let's get this ball rolling.
お楽しみはここか
And then next turn we get the Urius ball rolling, probably discarding.
むせ返る闇。
Just discarding some stuff. Probably a discard. Very rude.
憂いなし。
さあ、貴様の意志を見せてみる。
Right, now we're not completely screwed. So probably taking out. We're not really getting Wrath active particularly quickly, so I'm going to take out just Temptus, Omnifaced, and Snarling Chains, I think.
楽しめす
I probably should have taken that one in response.
甘いどれほどのもの遅すぎる
and do that. I think I'd rather have the Evo point back. Nereus did like improve our ramp level quite a bit, but still.
奇跡の導き
Dealer
成
Phil.
敗しますわ
Xander hasn't drawn Bellerophon, so not that scary.
救済を受け入れよ
Not like Dealer Phil Evo does
ご
much.
心配には及びませんわ
興ざめだ
This is probably. Instead of that Voltaire is almost certainly not active, so
行くぞ吊るして
use one of these
根こそぎ
Aragavi.
いただく
To just
見渡す獣使ってやる
何をなさいますの
耐えましたか
the meaning might eventually get to be like
前に足せば憂いなし
ステネボイヤに断罪よすがるものなどない
interesting.
三重の会恐れず
あがなうさ
No, they're trading with him. That's fine. It's not scary at all. Cards. Let's start with. We kind of need to get cards out of our hands. That's fanfare draw 2 cards, which is actually kind of annoying for us. I guess we kind of have to. Well, I guess we kind of have to play this for 2 play points. So, Nightfall's probably better. Madness Reveal will probably do very little, but you know, I'm just doing that as like kind of like a free. We want to kind of like increase our odds of getting more wrath effects really here. I don't actually mind leaving their board up. It's not particularly scary, and we've just overdrawn like an idiot again. But at least we're overdrawing. We've got a very good hand anyway. We get to, assuming they don't just Holy Saber us, that would be really bad. Madness Revealed actually works out a lot better because even if they do like do a big turn of hitting us in the face,
裁かれるとは幸福である
like it completely negates that by, like they did all that damage, and you know, Diablo would have been nice to have, as would another Seox, but
吊るしてはいで根こそぎいただく
お楽しみはこ
just
こから
wanna.
見渡す獣すべてが獲物勝ってやる
That's a nice turn. I like that. Yeah, we don't really want to play any of these because Unleash the Nightmare just overdraws us. That is
ますます欲しい
a bit of a pain. We do keep overdrawing cards, so Voltaire still isn't active. It's a bit annoying, but we can deal with this board entirely.
衝動は止められぬ。天地
Can
国
get two
目にも映さん。
clear
目にも映
exits.
さん
We trade one there. We do that. And then I'm going to Advent piece that just to get it out of the
目
way
にも映さん。
and get some more damage in. Spicy. Oh, and they
我が
have
手のひらより創世は来たる
Zildjiania. Okay.
仮面を仮面を
They didn't attack with, so they don't get the. Okay. Oh, now Voltaire's active. Excellent. But he might also just kill me at this point. Deal 5 damage to all of us and give your leader the following effect. Yeah, I don't know if Voltaire actually helps me a lot this time. If he doesn't clear the board, so I can't play him and Laura, which is what I want to do. I really wish I had that either one. I think I'm just going to... I'm gonna wing it. Satan, take the wheel!
神の首を落とせ
Don't want to play... Okay, so I think... was...
世界は巡る
Okay, that keeps us alive, and then... Heretical Hellbeast will deal with any other...
馬と歩くが男
Ooh, that's going to hurt a lot.
ちまちませずに
Ooh,
と行くぜ
道を作るぜ
飛んでけ
道を作るぜ
like, that hurts a lot, but we're not dead.
道を作るぜ
この日をどんなに
道を作るぜ
Oh no, we are dead. Ah, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, turns out deck a bit unwieldy. Ow, okay. I think they don't have the other cards that make Spawn from the Abyss like crazy good. So maybe it's not as spicy as I thought it was. Because it just ended up being a very dead and awkward card in hand. But, yeah, I think I went too ham on the spawns. I needed my probably should have saved my other Aragavi for another board clear and storm. That would have been very spicy. That was a really good turn, and I still couldn't win. Ah, well. There goes Daku, because I assume Daku is checking the stream now, because they're on the phone. Yeah, I went, as you can see in this, I went, yeah, that you got a crazy board, and my hand was just way too clunky to deal with it. I think at some point I overdrew my Xeno Diablo, which would have obviously been able to clear that board as well, but also just generally I was too seduced by the power of Spawn of the Abyss, and it just did not it didn't have any good place to play it. I just had my hand was full of these. It turns out Spawn of the Abyss without any kind of ways to like cheat them in. So I had a Voltaire that I kind of drafted by coincidence, but it didn't really. It did not really work because it wasn't really active until my deck was basically empty anyway, and your board was too big for him to blow up. Maybe I should have still done. I don't know. I would have still. Pretty sure I would have still lost even if I did do it, because you'd have you had the. You had the Unicorn Warrior, what's his face, combo. If there's anyone else who wants to have another go, floor is open, because otherwise I'm probably going to start looking at going to sleep. But yeah, exciting for the next set that's coming out. Next set coming out, well, not coming out, but they'll be showing card stuff off tomorrow some point, I think. I think I haven't gotten time zones wrong and they haven't started showing it today, but it is this. Oh, there. Yeah, no, nothing fancy, nothing actually important yet. Just a false alarm. But yeah, like the main thing with Spawn of the Abyss originally is there was a card that when you played it, it reduced the. It was like you played it and it had an enhance to play. It was like draw a Bloodcraft follower from your deck, and then it had an enhance that was like, and then remove 2 or 3 from its cost. So you could play Spawn of the Abyss on turn 6, which was really dangerous, really crazy. That was the main thing that made it insane. It was printed in the same set as Spawn of the Abyss. It was wild. But yeah, I think without... Yeah, generally is the most infamous set it was the because it was Wonderland Dreams, I think was the name of the set, and Wonderland Dreams had a very big emphasis on neutral cards, so you had a lot of cards that were like that were just good neutrals and like spells that worked well with neutral cards. So you could make a deck that was lots of neutral cards and then a core set of your class cards that were really powerful. But if no one else is joining, I can kind of show you what I mean. Yeah, anyway, if you want to have a private match, just speak up in chat. What's this more? Oh, is that a friend request? This is Daku. Finally realizing we should be friends. I guess we'll be friends, Daku. Played enough. Yeah, so if I just go to the old cards. So it was Wonderland. Yeah, Wonderland had this very, like, this is a nerfed version. It used to get stats as well as rush. It was like can't attack, but when you put an out neutral player into play, it gained let's see. It was as you expected, Alice in Wonderland themed, and it was all very built around these neutral synergy cards. And then yes, if we check Bloodcraft, there was Spawn from the Abyss. Yeah, they did unnerf it actually. Interesting to know. And maybe he wasn't maybe it wasn't a Wonderland Dreams card that made it bust that I'm thinking of then. So I guess we'll just, I know it was 2 cost base and a silver follower. Might have been 3 cost base. Ah, Baphomet, there he is. Ah yeah, they nerfed him so he doesn't have the enhance. Yeah, we used to have like enhance 5. Put a random Bloodcraft collar. I think it used to be like put the highest cost. The original version of Baphomet was like put the highest cost Bloodcraft follower from your deck into your hand, so you could guarantee it hit spawn. That was a bit nuts. But yeah, this used to be, but now it's just, now they've taken that enhance off because it was just way too nutty. And so without that cost reduction, Spawn from the Abyss is just way too slow to play, BC playing unlimited, so I guess they unnerfed it. But yeah, it's clear now. I just want to look at Wonderland Dreams a sec, because what was some other Bladed Hedgehog? I don't have any of these because I liquefied all my old cards, but look at him. Look at his little face. This was really good. This was a really good card. Probably would still be a really good card these days, but that's just the power level of Wonderland Dreams. But yeah, Bladed Hedgehog was an absolute beast, literally, in Swordcraft. Absolute. Yeah, it's basically when they go into, once they've been into Unlimited, and if they think the class needs, that class needs a bit of help in Unlimited, they'll kind of, they'll unnerf some of the cards that were otherwise nerfed. Because they usually won't like directly nerf cards in Unlimited, they'll usually restrict them. Because then that means they only affect their performance, and they'll usually restrict them. They'll very rarely ban a card. They'll usually restrict a card to like, you can only have 1 copy rather than 3. But so it's very so yeah, they unnerf things in Unlimited if they think their class needs it. As I know, some of the cards I showed they didn't unnerf because their effects were just too good, not worth unnerfing. And like Baphomet, but probably didn't get is probably not getting unnerfed anytime soon because there's just too many ways it will then just make other high cost Bloodcraft followers really, really way too strong. Though again, I don't think there's many Bloodcraft decks in Unlimited at the moment that would make it particularly good, but it's still it's still a dangerous possibility and just not worth unnerfing. Yeah, I'm trying. Queen of the Dread Sea. Again, a lot of these cards were changed or reworked in Unlimited to make them work better in funny combo decks, really. So I'm trying. So some of these don't actually. Some of these don't actually match my memory, or maybe it's just really fuzzy because these are like 5-year-old cards at this point. Yeah, I'm just having a bit of a nostalgia moment. What was another wild set? Chronogenesis was very fun. I think Chronogenesis is when they introduced... Yeah, Chronogenesis is when they introduced Portalcraft. So it has all the really weird Portalcraft cards that were really busted. Like Biofabrication's been limited to one. It's still limited to one in Unlimited. It's very funny to say that Unlimited is technically more limited than... because it has cards that are limited. Aha! Funny. But yeah, it was also some of the OG Mysteria stuff. I don't think it was particularly spicy until later when they made... I don't think, because I don't think the Big Ann was in here. Because yeah, we had that Mysteria that wasn't really particularly very mysterious. Captain Meteor. This was a card that never saw play. Ever. Not even in Take Two. I wonder when we're getting a new Zanitra. He's usually probably due for a rework around this time. Oh, Kronos. This is absolute troll of a card. Definitely changed this effect since I last saw him. Let me use this then. By the way, it's a good way to kind of brain work. Closest thing you can do to really like from milling your opponent. Well, oh yeah, this card was like, oh, maybe this will be good. No, it's awful. Then they made a better version of it, which was Vertex Colony, which dealt damage, which is important because it dealt damage to face. Whilst Magna Legacy was just a board clear, which was never good, not even at the time. This Portal just didn't need board clear; it just killed you. What did this card? Oh yeah, this dude. It was before they figured out how to just make Vengeance good by having a bunch of effects that put you in Vengeance manually. And really sick art though. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, so what was another? Ooh, Dawnbreak Night Edge, that was a good set. This was me winding the stream down by being all nostalgic over old sets. Like the theme of this set was it was choose cards, so you had like a light side and a dark side. So Celia was a very core card in Swordcraft because you could play her as a basically a wide board card, or you could return all followers into play and make her get a big storm. It was a very fancy way to kill people. This is the start of Holy Lion decks. Just make Holy Lion crystals, play Holy Lion crystals, obtain Holy Lions. Get the big Holy Lion King, who is now a Runecraft follower, technically. Well, he's still a Havencraft follower, but it's you only see him in Runecraft Dirt Rune decks. Oh, here's a fun fact. We need to look at this. This card got Cygames into legal trouble because the art was the original art for it was used a background image from that was from Magic the Gathering card. Like, straight up. The artist just thought it was okay, I guess. Maybe they were just very stressed, but then they made it a slightly nicer art. Yeah, Vals was very good because, yeah, you either get a Banish or expensive Banish or a cheap Destroy. Of course, 5 play points, Banish an enemy following around you. That'd be awful in today's meta. Power creeps away that. Power creep that the hell out. Original Waltz here. It's a really, really clunky way of giving you Vengeance active. Now you just play Waltz and he gives you Vengeance active already. Just on fanfare. But Shrine, that was a fun... I think this was my... I guess Bellerophon is like just better. I did like Tenko as like the Tenko and Tenko Shrine iteration of Heel Haven. And Spartacus. Oh no, I didn't mean to go there. Bring back to Spartacus. It's the first time they made it so decking out was made you win instead of lose was through Spartacus, and you basically you just drew a shitload of cards. I think the only other time they've done that was who was it? It was Hangman guy, Wolfram. That's the one. And so looking at it, it looks like we'll probably get some retrains of some of these, because of course Sky Fortress was retrained in the last set. There's another fun card of just like buff the shit out of something on the board. Again, pretty crap by today's standards. Oh, Unbodied Witch, this card is so weird and gross. Look at it, look at how weird it is. And listen to it. Yeah. Such a freaky card is Unbodied Witch, and then you evo it. It was Neon Genesis Evangelion nonsense. What's the flavor of its evo? Yeah, just weird eldritch nonsense. Yeah, a very gimmicky card was Unbodied Witch. I didn't really see that much play, obviously, because even back then, like hard cost, 9 cost, very difficult to play. But you could do some absolute nonsense when it went off. Oh, one more set to one more set to Let's look at the original Robots set. Augmentation Bestow, another Portalcraft card that got limited. There's a lot of Portalcraft cards that are limited in Unlimited right now, because a lot of them are bonkers, especially when you can get several of them together. OG Mono? I like the OG Mono decks. I'm not too fond of the current version of Mono. Like, I look at it, I think I said on last week, I can just never get it to work very well. First Grim... Yeah, I can't say his voice line because I don't have any copies of them left. And that was like the second iteration of Grimnair? Yeah. The first one was just, Oh, I can show you. The slime is a slime girl. It's got boobs. In the original, like, here you go back. No boobs. Boobs. It's just like me. Yeah, like I think the like original progression of the car of this in like in Rage of Bahamut. That's the original Cygames game where most of the early art was in Shadowverse is taken from. It does eventually become like a full-on anime cute, sexy slime girl. But they didn't use that art. I guess they wanted to keep the art that keeps it looking like its normal form. Because in one of the things they had on hand to make this a lot easier was, of course, in Rage of Bahamut you had like 4 versions of like 4 artworks for each different like card, character, whatever, as you strengthened it. So they just took a lot of the art is just taken straight from that. And this is like the first and second, but sometimes it's like the first and the fourth. Usually it's the first and the fourth, or the second and the fourth or something. They obviously wanted to keep its slimy shape. It does get boobs. It's very funny to me. Yeah, I was talking about this in the Tactician's Cup. Limnoa, look, so pretty. I love her. Never got. It's probably way too late now, and she never did. But she's never got a leader card, and that's greatly saddened me. Because I love this design. Absolutely. Mwah. Mwah. Magnificent, glorious, and was a very fun deck that did very silly things because you were just cost reducing so much crap in your hand and then playing Heavenly Aegises and being like, haha! There is literally nothing you can do about this card, until there was things you could do about the card. Oh, I know what I can look at. Now we might as well look at Verdant, which was the first Natura set. And it's got one of the most busted neutral cards ever printed, because it made everyone have to run Natura. Absolute Modesty didn't get good until later, but wait, where is it? Oh no, it's not in this set. It was Uprooted. Because Uprooted had the it must have been Uprooted. Surely it was Uprooted, because Uprooted was when they were doing all the combo stuff. Am I just not seeing it? Am I just blind? Oh, no, there it is. Natura Almachinus. This card. This card was surely a thing. Because it was like, oh, you need to, so you fuse Machina Nactra cards to it. And then, what do you get for fusing Machina cards to it? Oh, when you play it, you put X random Machina or Natra cards from your deck into your hand. So you just replace the cards that you lost, except, oh look, they get -3 off all their costs. It was bullshit. It did stupid things, and you could, for as long as this thing was like in rotation and not nerfed, pretty much every deck had to be a Machina Natra deck. Like, you could not have it, which means everything was tied to this set and the relevant sets, and specifically this set. But it thankfully didn't really last in... Sorry, I didn't mean to go back out of the cards. It didn't really last when the Natura set, which was... No, wait, it was Rebellion, was the Machina set. It didn't really last when Rebellion rotated out and you lost like the lion's share of Machina cards. But yeah, for that time, which was, I guess, like a good, would have been what, 2, yeah, would have been like, I think it was either Revile or Eternal rotating in. That was the, I think it was 1, 2. Okay, so it was 5, so it would have been Fortune actually. Which had our other Victory Mill card, but this did it by turning your deck into the last 10, to the first 10 cards your opponent played. So it was very good at countering any kind of deck that had a lot of card draw, especially in the early game because obviously you then just you'd copy your opponent's early plays and then dig your way down to your 10 card deck hand size. Yeah, dig your way down to your 10 card deck, your now 10 card deck, to get to the victory card at the bottom and just win there. And also, if you just had him on, you just play him on the board, and he could be quite beefy, because when he was evoed, he had because he was just a 5.33 that can't be destroyed by effects. And if you could give him a shitload of stats if you on Evo if you played 3 cards beforehand. Here I've got the fancy leader art version of Milteo. I think this is this is. No, that's not the promo version, because it was the promo version that would... No, that is the promo version. Just lets me liquefy it for some reason. That's silly. Zolgania! That was the card. I think it was Darko talking about it, or was someone else saying this was a card... Oh no, maybe it was Congo. When I was talking with Congo about it, he specifically mentioned Zolgania as one of his favourite cards. Just a very good card in any kind of deck that was slightly slower. Deck against aggro, really, because if you had low enough defense, he just made a really big swing and then could help you out in endgame if you had the board for it. Did make Heal Haven just absolutely obnoxious, because they could make themselves immune to effects damage pretty easily. The Eternal Whale! This was a funny card. Of just Dragoncraft going, what if my deck was entirely whales? Just whales upon whales upon whales. And is he in this set the guy that just burns Yes, slaughtering dragon newt. You can just you can blow up all your cards that aren't whales. And just keep playing whales to kill people. Yeah, so very interested in anyway. We're approaching up on 3.5 hours, so probably a good time to stop since no one spoke up that they wanted to do in private. Thank you. Let us shuffle over back to the chat room because it takes out the audio capture, so I don't have to worry about weird echo stuff whilst I check streams for like raids and whatnot. Swoosh. And wow. Move this back to the main screen. So yes, thank you everyone for coming to another Shadowverse Sunday. I said, still kind of thinking about what games I'll be streaming this week, because there's definitely going to be some more Cult of the Lamb probably, and some more and I think I might see about Omega Strikers. I'll have to see. Because that is a game that is that is fun, but I'll kind of like it. So I might grab viewers or friends or both. If you consider yourself both a viewer and a friend. So but yes, thank you everyone for coming to lovely stream. I hope you all had a wonderful Sunday evening or Sunday mid-afternoon or Monday morning if I somehow have any I guess a Japanese or Australian or anyone on that kind of edge of the world viewers. I don't know. Let's see who's around to raid. Thank you for watching, Caden. I'll try and I haven't been able to make any of your streams recently, but I'll try and see if I can grab you one of these days. Let's say Alka. She's not, like, it's not a very often chance I get to raid Alka. She doesn't stream that often. But, she might be singing and chilling or something. Ooh, or... Oh, traces. Alka. No, I've said Alka. I should raid Alka. I'll be nice. Don't want to. So many good choices to raid though today. Actually, no, I'll raid Alka. Raid a fellow. Wait, I've said I'll do it, so I'll do it. So yes. Thank you everyone for coming along. And see you all probably Tuesday then, as I should hopefully have a schedule up in the morning. Anyway, bye.